As we end this 4 o'clock hour newscast here, Weatherford College looking pretty this afternoon. Have you noticed the leaves finally maybe starting to change a little bit here in North Texas? 72 outside at the moment on the campus of not Dallas Baptist University. That would be UNT in Denton. Clear skies overhead, not a cloud in the sky. We'll continue that overnight tonight. A front will move in tonight. Really won't notice it too terribly much, except the wind's going to shift more so out of the kind of northwest or north. Maybe a little breezy during the late night hours, but there's no moisture to work with out there, so no rain and storms with this one. It'll just be a dry front for us, and you'll notice the cool down tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon should be the coolest afternoon of the season so far. Tomorrow morning, back to normal. Normal lows 45. I got us about 44, 45 across Fort Worth to Dallas. Of course, there'll be some low 40s here or there, maybe even a couple 30s trying to show up across northwestern North Texas. Thursday morning looks to be the chilliest of the week with 30s outside of DFW, 40s in immediate DFW, low 40s at that. The cool spots like Denton, Eastland, Graham, Bowie, Gainesville, usually all those places run a little colder than everybody else. You should be well down in the 30s. So could there be some patchy frost possible outside of DFW? Sure. It's not impossible. Maybe those sheltered locations, more low-lying locations, there could be some patchy frost here or there. But if you're in Arlington and you have some plants outside that you don't want to worry about frost, I think you're going to be okay. But like I said, if you're in Denton, Eastland, Breckenridge, Graham, Bowie, outside of DFW, or at least immediate DFW, maybe dealing with a little patchy frost first thing Thursday morning. Low pressure system responsible for the cool down. There it goes along off the East Coast as we head in the late week time frame. Weather's pretty quiet the rest of the week and into the weekend, but changes start to happen next week as we get kind of a trough of low pressure, some series of disturbances that move overhead right in time for Thanksgiving. So the pattern turns just unsettled by the time we head toward Thanksgiving. What does that mean? Well, that means sometime Thanksgiving and into the after Thanksgiving time frame does look like we're going to get a decent cold front in here. There'll also be some disturbances overhead, which will give us some rain chances, but seeing as how this is well over a week away, the exact timing of that front, the exact rain coverages, those will be fine-tuned as we get closer. But just overall, the pattern does look to be back to kind of unsettled again. In the meantime, tonight will be a chilly night, maybe a little breezy at times, 45 for your low, breezy and cooler tomorrow. There's what I was talking about. The coolest afternoon we've seen so far this fall, 68 degrees. We'll be 5 degrees cooler than that tomorrow afternoon. 67 on Thursday, 64 on Friday. Saturday's back up to 70, 79 on Sunday, 78 on Monday, 70s again on Tuesday. But then the changes I was talking about as we head toward Thanksgiving. Some scattered rain potentially for the holiday. We'll keep an eye on that, of course, as we get closer. And some cooler temps return in that after Thanksgiving time frame. And because Thanksgiving is a little late this year, of course, the weekend after Thanksgiving is the arrival of December as well. And you see some 50s there for after Thanksgiving and into that first week of December.